Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to be performing this concert for you today. And it's going to be a concert that I think that you're going to remember for a while. I have so many people to thank that I think I'll just start with that before I get going. So this concert is a benefit concert, and it's going to help provide funding for a brand new roof on the Aberdeen Synagogue in Scotland. It's supported in part by the SOJC. Um, and I'd like to also thank people like Ruby Katz and Giannina, who work with the SOJC. I'd like to thank John Crivet, who facilitated this concert in a partnership with Telefunken in this beautiful studio. I'm just so happy to be here. The next group of pieces is unpublished, and they're short works by Daniel Belinfante. Daniel Belinfante, for me, is a very special composer and was a very special human being. He was a child of Amsterdam, and really didn't think of himself as a composer, thought of himself as a teacher. He started a music school with his wife, Martha Decker, and she taught sight singing and ear training and the kinds of things that we do in conservatories. And he taught, actually at this school, he taught piano, and there's some scenes with him conducting his own composition, a concertino. But he didn't think of himself as a composer, so very few of his works were actually published. Unfortunately, during the war, he had to go into hiding like a number of other Jewish people. And in hiding, he was separated from his wife, and he was shifted from place to place to survive. And as he was writing music, he couldn't use his own name because then he would be caught. So he often used names or nicknames of one of his favorite composer, who was Darius Milhaud. So some of his works are signed Darius, and other nicknames of Milhaud, which is fascinating. But one of the reasons why I really like learning about Daniel and thinking about him when I'm playing his music is that he was in the resistance. He had everything to lose, right? And he protected people. He fed and protected an elderly couple. He brought information to many of the Jews who had no idea what was going on. And in that point of bringing information, listening to English radio, he was captured, he was discovered, and taken ultimately to Auschwitz. And he became very ill there with dysentery. At first, he was fine. They had him doing something not so difficult. But, you know, he was a musician, and he wasn't capable really of that hard labor. And a lot of people were getting sick with dysentery. So he ended up in an infirmary. And this is at the end of the war, you know, just before the Russians liberated Auschwitz. So the Nazis, unfortunately, to hide their track, and it was really horrible. They set this hospital on fire. And at that time in 1945, days before liberation, Daniel Belinfante passed away. So when I play his music, I often think about him, and I feel like that playing his music really brings his voice to life. And sound is so very powerful and so very spiritual.
For now, I just want to say a big thank you to Deborah for this amazing concert. If everyone wants to unmute themselves for just a second so we can do a big clap, that'd be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Brava!
Thank you so much.
Brava, brava.
So good to see you all. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Telefunken.
Just so generous in doing this concert for us in benefit of Aberdeen Synagogue. And thank you again to the team at Telefunken who are live streaming this. If you've noticed, there are a lot of different camera angles, something that our team at ScoJet could just not do. So just thank you everyone and for the team. And I think we can move on. Is Edward there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, there you are. Oh, looking dapper. Okay, so Edward is going to run our auction this evening, and we are going to be auctioning off Debbie Taylor's Lockdown quilt. Debbie, can you make a sound so we can see the quilts? Oh, you're holding it up, but I don't hear any sound.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes, it's perfect. Thank you, Debbie.
It's appropriate.
That is the quilt, and I'll let Edward take it away because I am not an auctioneer.
I'll do my best. I first would like to say what a great concert. What a great start. Now this quilt derby you made during your lockdown when we all frittered away our time. You were busy doing this.
Yes. Well, it was just an idea that came to me at the beginning of lockdown in response to all the madness that was going on around out there.
I know, it's incredible. It's not that large, is it?
No,
so
it's not. I think
40. You said 45 inches by 53 inches.
Yes, that's right.
So
yeah,
it's really versatile.
Yes.
So I hope we can all see a use for it. You can hang it on the wall. You can put it on a bed, on your knees.
Yeah, I've got a sleeve. I've put a sleeve onto the back of it, so you can actually put a pole through it if you want to hang it.
Excellent. Well, I think I think that it might even hang in a gallery in years to come as what came out of the lockdown in
I think Charlotte and Justine are sitting watching, and they said they wanted to see it in the V&A.
Of course they should, and they're right, bang on. But listen, we're here to sell it for funds, for important funds. So I do hope you'll all be generous. Shall we start? I believe it took you 40 hours, didn't it?
Yeah, I guesstimated it took about 40 hours.
Which is a long time, a lot of work.
Weeks work.
I hate to think what it would cost in a shop of 40 hours.
What, £25 an hour?
Absolutely. So shall we start at 50p an hour? I mean, that's nothing. So do I have somebody who'd be willing to pay 50p an hour? That's £20. I don't know how to get the full gallery, so you all have to help. Well, I'll start it off at 20, and I'm hoping we'll see an increase. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a great night. Linda, did I see your hand go up? That's excellent. Shall we go up to 22? We'll go up in £2. 24?
Yes.
Do we see 24?
Yes.
Harriet, great.
Yes.
Thank you. It's good seeing you. 26. It's a snip. Charlotte, thank you. 28. Carly, that's great. Can we look for one of the men here? £30. Lane Gray, that's most kind of you. Thank you. Can we have a £33 now? Ephraim, it's cold in Glasgow.
35.
I'm sorry, my internet went down at exactly the wrong moment.
It could have been the right moment when the auction starts.
Well, they give me a good excuse. I said I'd start the bidding at 50.
That's excellent. That's really kind. So shall we go to 55?
Yes, 55.
Thanks, Harriet. That's super.
Harriet.
Can we go to 60? Charlotte, or is it just Justine? Which
Justine.
Okay, that's super. 60, that's excellent. Can we see 65? I know the auctioneer isn't supposed to, but okay. I'll go at 65. Elaine, will you go at 70? That's great. That's really good. Can I see 75? Linda, that's great. Can we see 80? Justine, or shall we say Charlotte?
Bidding against each other.
We'll split it. We'll split it down. We'll say it's Chartine. Right. So we got up to 70, didn't we? So 75. It's a great cause, as we know.
75.
Thank you. And can we go to 80 for
Yes.
this incredible work?
80.
Harriet, that's super of you. So that's £2 an hour. We've got to, Debbie.
That's right. Yeah, £2 an hour.
Yeah,
Still
I'm
not a
very
minimum
impressed. Yeah, you wouldn't like to come and sort of help us here, would you? A couple quid an hour? Yes, I think we could do that. £85. Do we have an £85? Thank you. Thanks very much. 90, Elaine, 90. That's great. Can we go to 100? Let's go to 100 and give her £2.50. I got two people, so 100. Tommy, you haven't put your hand up yet. So 100, 110. Oh, well done. Thank you. Thank you. 120.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So that's £3 an hour, Debbie. 140 at 81. There's a lot of blank screens here. I can't see. Justine, that's most kind of you. 140. Shall we make it 150? Is anybody game for that? Well, I think you've done really well. So on the, shall we say?
Oh, I'll go to 150.
You'll say 150. Let me
Yes.
just see. I've been waiting to you. Oh, dear. That's the point. When you want it, you can't find it. No, I can't see it. I'll use this. Right. So we've got, what have we got, Harriet?
150.
150.
Yes.
Well done. 160. This is your last chance. Wonderful, Justine. That's £4 an hour now. That's terrific. 165. Anyone wanting?
Yes.
165.
165.
170.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Oh God, 770.
175. Harriet.
Yes.
Well done. 180. Justine, you're great. 190.
Yes.
Well done. So shall we make it a £5 an hour? We won't ask any more. A £5 an hour. So who will have it at a £5 an hour? Thank you, Justine. Sold to Justine.
Oh,
No. We said we wouldn't go more. That's great. That's really super. And Debbie, our thanks to you.
Well, thank you. And
For all that work.
All at Aberdeen Synagogue, thank you very much indeed for the contribution towards the roof.
That's excellent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
So much, Edward. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the event tonight and for participating in the auction. Thank you to Deborah Nemko. Thank you, Debbie Taylor, for making the quilt. Thank you, Telefunken, for streaming this for us in such a great manner. I hope everyone has had a good weekend and has a good week to come. Thank you, everyone.